Today is Sunday, October 27th, 2024, and the title of this message is You Can Rest. Psalm 4:8 says, In peace, I will both lie down and sleep, for you, Lord, alone make me dwell in safety and confident trust. Matthew 11:28 through 30 says, Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden and overburdened, and I will cause you to rest. I will ease and relieve and refresh your souls. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle, meek, and humble, lowly in heart, and you will find rest, relief, and ease, and refreshment, and recreation, and blessed quiet for your souls. For my yoke is wholesome, useful, good, not harsh, hard, sharp, or pressing, but comfortable, gracious, and pleasant. And my burden is light and easy to be borne. Hebrews 4:9 through 11 says, So then, there is still awaiting a full and complete Sabbath rest, reserved for the true people of God. For he who has once entered God's rest also has ceased from the weariness and pain of human labors, just as God rested from those labors, peculiarly his own. Let us therefore be zealous and exert ourselves and strive diligently to enter that rest of God, to know and experience it for ourselves, that no one may fall or perish by the same kind of unbelief and disobedience into which those in the wilderness fell. You can rest. You can rest. You can rest in the Most High God. You can rest in the Most High God. You can rest in the Most High God. You can find safety in the Most High God. There is safety in the Most High God. There is rest that comes under the wings of the Most High God, under the security of the Most High God, under the shelter of the Most High God, under the protection of the Most High God, under the covering of the Most High God. You can rest. I remember being young, and we were made to take naps. When you're young, you don't understand. You don't really want to. You don't really like it. But I remember being young and taking the naps, and even though I may not have wanted to, even though I may not have liked it, even though sometimes it was hard for me to go to sleep, once I did fall asleep and I got that rest, I felt renewed. And it's funny because, in the word it says, teach a child the way that they should go. Now, I'm not sure if parents make you take naps just to give them a break, or if it's because they understood something. Maybe they understood the need for rest. Maybe they understood the power of rest. Maybe they understood the safety that comes when you are able to rest. And as an adult, something that I learned was if I maybe wasn't feeling quite myself, if my spirit was feeling off, if I had some type of conflict, I found out if I just say, you know what, let me go to sleep. Let me rest. Let me go to sleep. Let me get some rest. And when I wake up, I'll feel refreshed. When I wake up, I will feel renewed. And 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what happens. 9 times out of 10, when you have a burden on your heart, 9 times out of 10, when you feel tired, 9 times out of 10, when you feel weighed down, when you take the time to rest, there is a healing that occurs. There is a lightness that comes upon you when you actually allow yourself to rest. There is a releasing of a burden when you give yourself the opportunity with a rest. And what a wonderful thing that in the Word, God says that you can find your rest in me. God says to find your rest in me. God says, I will give you rest. Come to me, all of ye who are heavy laden, I will give you rest. I will give you rest. You can rest. You can rest. You can rest in God. You can rest in peace. You can rest in thankfulness. You can rest in gratefulness. You can rest and receive renewing of your spirit, renewing of your body. You can rest in the Most High God. There is rest in the Most High God. There is restoration in the Most High God. There is renewal in the Most High God. The Most High God wants to give us rest. The Most High God wants to take away our troubles. The Most High God wants to ease our sorrows and take away our worries. We can rest in the Most High God. We can rest in the Most High God. Hebrews 4:9-11 says, so then, there is still awaiting a full and complete Sabbath rest, reserved for the true people of God. For he who has once entered God's rest also has ceased from the weariness and pain of human labors, just as God rested from those labors, peculiarly his own. Let us therefore be zealous and exert ourselves and strive diligently to enter that rest of God, to know and experience it for ourselves, that no one may fall or perish by the same kind of unbelief and disobedience into which those in the wilderness fell. There is rest in obedience. There is rest in obedience. There is safety in obedience. There is rest in the Most High God. There is rest in the Most High God. What a beautiful thing for those who have found rest in the Most High God, who have found safety in the Most High God, who have found deliverance through the Most High God, who have shelter in communion with the Most High God, in fellowship with the Most High God, in the covenant with the Most High God, in relationship with the Most High God. You can rest. You can rest. If you are weary, there is rest in the Most High God. If you are tired, there is rest in the Most High God. If you have pain, there is rest, healing, and deliverance in the Most High God. You can rest. You can cast your fears aside. You can cast your worries aside. You can cast your heartache aside. You can cast your pain aside. There is rest in the Most High God. And He's just waiting for you to receive it. He is open for you to receive it. He is willing to give it to you. Ask and you shall receive, there is rest in the Most High God. Ask and you shall receive, there is rest in the Most High God. Ask and you shall receive, there is rest in the Most High God. And it's waiting for you. And it's bountiful. and it's plenteous, and there is more than enough. It is overflowing. It is overflowing. There is rest in the Most High God. You can rest. There is rest in the Most High God.